Alrighty, good afternoon or good morning, guys. Welcome back. Now we're going to start talking about the money.
Wow.
Not that we haven't been talking about it this morning, but now we're going to really start talking about it. We want to understand how we can get moving and earning here at DuePoint. It's the most important thing about what we do here. It's the thing that's often forgotten by people who join DuePoint. I do an entire presentation with them. They listen for 60 minutes to how I talk about wealth creation, and I talk for less than 90 seconds about our products, and the only thing they remember when they leave are our products. And I don't understand. And then they go, no, but Brennan, I can get better funeral cover here, and when I'm talking to people about your access wealth, and I'm like, no. That's not what we do at DuePoint. What do we do at DuePoint? We do what I spent the other 35 minutes talking about. Wealth creation. That is what we do. The products we have at DuePoint are simply the mechanism we use to create the wealth. They could be buckets of water and wooden spoons. In fact, I'm always tempted to change them to that, because then you wouldn't talk about them. Okay? They are simply the mechanism. They are not what DuePoint is. And when you talk to someone, if you find that they're not joining DuePoint because they don't like our funeral product, then you had the very wrong discussion with them. You should be joining DuePoint for the wealth creation tool. That is what we do here. And so this morning, I want to talk about how we use that tool to create wealth effectively and quickly. We don't want you taking years and years to get there. We want you to take months to get there. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen in weeks or days. There's no such thing. But we can get you there in months if you do the right things. We think there's 3 steps to creating wealth effectively with us that we have realized over the years of doing this. The first is understanding the mechanism behind how we earn. When you understand how we create wealth, then you're able to apply it better and faster in you creating wealth with our system. Then we say, well, what to say? Becoming better and better at initiating the conversation around DuePoint will speed up your ability to connect people to us. Because in the beginning, you will be terrible at what to say. You will be. You'll be getting it all wrong. We want to get you right as fast as possible. And then the third thing is understanding our technology. The mistake most people make is they think that we're like Amway, Herbalife, Longrush, Everett Lane, whatever. They think we're like that. And we're not. So they apply those old techniques to this new model and fail. And I don't want you to fail. I want you to understand that this is a completely new thing. It has brand new technology that does the job for you. And if you understand the tech, you'll be able to move faster and more effectively in creating wealth with us. So step number 1, the mechanism of creating wealth with us. This is the fundamental mechanism, the returns program. Everybody, I say, is new as well. Do 2 things. 1, they think we sell products, and 2, they think we sell Mauritius. Am I right? How many people have joined DuePoint to go on the Mauritius holiday? I kid you not. They come in here, they watch my whole presentation, and they're like, I'm joining because I'm going to Mauritius. And we used to tease, they used to have them, they haven't done it in a while, but somebody, book my ticket. They used to shout it out, book my ticket, you'll see, I'm there with you at the end, and then I never saw them again. We do not sell Mauritius holidays here, and we don't sell products. The Mauritius trip, and it's not necessarily Mauritius, it's just that we've been there a few times, so people call it that, is that the trip you get at rank 9. It's the entry-level trip. It's the cheap trip. It's 5-star business class, all expenses. It's the cheap trip that we go on. It's the first one. There are, in fact, 4 holidays in the XP Rewards program, and that's the cheapest, littlest one. So I'll just let your imagination run around that a little bit, When you want to quit DuePoint, just remember that the overseas trip is the cheap one. Okay, there are 3 others in the trip, in the plan that are even better. All of that forms part of our XP Rewards program. That's the training program. The training program does not put food on your table. You get food while you're in Mauritius for 1 week, but the other 51 weeks you need something to put the food on your table. So you cannot join DuePoint to go to Mauritius. That's not what we do. Remember, we are the economic solution. We're about putting the food on your table again. That happens through the returns program. It is the returns program that should be the only thing you worry about at DuePoint. Because what is the returns program? It's the thing that puts the 55 rands and the 27 rands and the 22 rands and that into your bank account every month. That's the only thing you worry about. And that is your connection of people to us. That's all it is. So the only thing is sure, the XP Rewards program will happen by itself. If you're involved with us, it will automatically happen. But it's not going to happen if you're not connecting people to us. Okay, so let's understand the XP Rewards program. It requires you to do a few things to start earning. It's pretty simple though. The first thing it requires you to do is to pay your product. So if you joined this morning with absolutely no intention of paying your product, you will never earn at us. Why? Because I can't create wealth without a product payment. I can't create it. There is no money. We're not hiding a pile of money. That was the belief for a long time. I think now we've realized that's not the case. There was this pile of money that was being hidden by a segment of our economy. No, folks. That money is all gone. It's all gone. I saw a lady drive past me yesterday in a brand new Bentley Bentayga, and I went, there's my money. I paid for that. There it goes. I paid for that car. She didn't look like she had created the 4-point-something million required to buy that car. I had paid for it through my taxes, and it drove past me. Folks, there's no pile of money. We have to create the pile of money. Once we have the pile of money, we can then distribute that to you. And therefore, we require you to pay for your product. If you don't pay for your product, it doesn't matter how many people you have connected to us. You won't earn. Okay? So now this is an interesting thing. Do you mean that if I pay my $249 or $299 or $334, whichever product you chose, if I pay that, you give me money back? Well, yes, if you've connected people. You see, if you're connecting people, you might be earning 1,000 Rand a month from us. Maybe you're earning 10,000 Rand a month from us. I don't know. It just depends on how many people you connected. Would you then say, I'm not going to pay my 249 Rand this month? If you knew you were going to get 1,000 Rand or 2,000 Rand or 5,000 Rand in, would you not pay the 249? No, you'd pay the 249, wouldn't you? Would you pay the 249 to me before you paid the school fees? No, we're not sure. Really? Would you sacrifice the incoming money, the 1,000 Rand, the 5,000 to pay the school fees first? No, you'd pay the 249. Okay, great. Would you pay the 249 first before you paid your rent? Yes. Okay, so why don't you? No, exactly. But I'm going to ask you again, why don't you? Wait, the end of the month will come and you'll be like, no, cancel, call the bank, no authority to debit. That's my favorite one. You guys all signed the debit order form this morning. You saw it there. We made you a ticket at the bottom. But you'll tell the bank, these people, these DuePoint people are taking my money. I didn't give them permission to take it. Yeah, I've been there. I've done this long enough to know. Okay? What you do when you do that is you throw everything away from the only solution you have. You throw it all away for the only solution you have. You might not like the solution, but it's the only one we have. It's the only one we have. So step one, if you want to earn, you have to pay your product. You don't pay your product, you don't earn it. Doesn't matter how many people you've connected. Okay. Second step is you've got to connect 3 people that also pay their product. This is important. It's not one person with 3 products. It's 3 separate people with at least 1 product each. Okay? They must have paid too. When you've paid and those 3 people have paid, you are now what we call a qualified wealth engineer. A qualified wealth engineer is simply somebody who's earning. So whenever you hear us use the term qualified wealth engineer, you just know that that's a person that's earning. Okay? It's they've paid for their product and they've connected 3 people that have paid for their product and they're qualified to earn. All right. That's not so difficult, is it? See how simple that was? And you now understand the mechanics of earning here at DuePoint. Get them in, get them paying, and if they pay, you earn. Okay? But you need to make sure that no matter what happens in your month, that 249, that 299, that 334 gets paid first before everything else. Why? Because it brings money in. None of your other payments are going to bring money in. Your rent doesn't bring money in. School fees doesn't bring the money in. But this brings money in that will then pay for the school fees and the rent and all of that. Okay, so this is your number 1 payment. And don't go to the bank and tell them no authority to debit. I will find you. I will find you. That's right. I'm not going to prove it to you. I'll slap you. Prove it to you. I'll slap you. You do have authority. You gave me authority to debit. All right. Good. Okay. So this is your first month with us. Your first month, I want you earning this month. You now understand what you got to do. Pay your product and get people in paying their products. That's what you got to do to earn. Okay, complicated. All right, but let's take a look at your first month. We want you earning this month. You connect your first person. What do we know happens after your first person? Nothing. Because how many people did you need to earn? 3. Okay, first person in, you earning nothing. Okay, second person in, you still earning nothing. Third person in, and suddenly you're on 165. Why? How much do you get per person on your first point? 55 Rand. So you've connected 1, 2, 3, bang, 55, 55, 55. When your second person was naught still. But the moment your third person's in, each one gets you 55 bucks. You're on 165 Rand. Okay. Your product payment is 249. That means that you're almost covering the entire cost of the debit order I take from you. I take 249, I put 165 back in. Maybe it's 299 or 334. Let's take a look. All right. Fourth person in that you put in is 220 Rand. You've now almost covered your 249, but you've gone rank 1. Rank 1 gives you a 55 Rand bonus. Okay? So it's 220 plus 55, 275. You paying 249, you're now making a profit. Okay? But if you're paying 299, you're still a bit short. So put a fifth person in. The fifth person in gives you 275. How much is your product? 249? Covered. 299, you got the 55 Rand bonus from ranking up. So now you're on 300 and something Rand. Your 299 is covered. But you know what I do? If you're brand new in your first 6 months, I'll give you $1,000 bonus. 5 people. You got $1,000 bonus. It cost you, what did it cost you? 334, 299, 249. Great. But I've just put 1,275 plus 55. So 325, 1,325 Rand. You put 5 people in. You got 1,325 Rand in your first month with us. Do you think we can do this, guys? 5 people. Oh, I've spoken to everybody. Nobody wants to do this business. How many people are there in South Africa? How many? 57 million. Don't tell me you've spoken to everybody because you're lying. Even if only 5% of South Africa wants to do this business, there's millions for you to get to. You just got to get to them. 5 people in the same month, guys. This is in month 1. They must be in and they must have paid. So don't go sign up, oh, you can pay in May or April. That doesn't help you. Then they don't count. You'll only earn on them in May and April. Okay, I want you earning now. So you sign them up and you say, tomorrow, the debit order. Next week, the debit order. Now, if they pay like that, then you know they're for real. Hey? If they don't, then you know they're not for real. I can tell you now, we know what the stats are. 90% of people who put their debit order 2 months out won't pay. So you're going to put 10 people in that all say, I'm putting the debit order for May. 1 of the 10 will pay in May. So you can go crazy. I have people say, oh, I put 20 people in this month. I go, great. How many paid? I don't know. We'll find out in May. I'll say, okay, great. 2. 2 of the 20 will pay in May. I can tell you now. When you sign someone up, you say, tomorrow, buddy. Raise the debit order tomorrow. The money's coming out your bank account. Then you know that they're in and you can tick them off as one of your 5 guys towards that. But you're not a blue star guy. I'm not a blue star guy. That's nonsense. I'm always the top guy. 6 people in. $330. So even without this, you've now covered all of our products. You now break even on our most expensive product with 6 people. 7 people, it's 385. You've got the 55. You've got the 1,000. Now you're getting 385 plus those. You put the 8th person in $440. You're up to 1,500 Rand in your first month with us. $1,500 in your bank account. Not on the crypto screen, not on the carrot bar screen, not on any of those, in your bank account money. Okay? 9, 400. Now it's $500. 10 people is 550 people. But what happens at 10 is I don't give you the 1,000. I change the 1,000 out and I give you 5,000. So for 5 you get 1,000, but for 10 you get 5,000. Which one do you want to do? 10. Yeah, why would you want to do 5 if I can give you 5 times the amount of money for 10? No, but I don't know anybody. I'm not a salesperson. It's 5,000 5,000 rand. Let's add it up. It's 5,000 plus your rank 155 rand plus the 550. You're looking at 5,605 rand in your first month with us. 5,600. How much did it cost you? 249, 299, 334. Do you see what I'm saying here? I think people don't do the mathematics because I know we don't like mathematics. Don't do the mathematics. Hang on a second. So all I have to do is find 10 people who pay this month. Just 10. Out of the 57 million people in South Africa, I got to find 10. And if I find the 10, you'll give me 5,605 rand. Yes. And you know what? This 550 rand is recurring. I'm going to raise those debit orders on those 10 people again next month, and you're going to get 550 rand again for the people you did last month. If you do this again next month, I'd do the same thing to you again. It's not just for your first month. This one is for your first 6 months. These ones are permanent. Every month, if you find 10 people, every single month, I give you 5,000 rand bonus. That's 60,000 rand a year. And all you had to do was find 10 people. Are you really not able to find 10 people? Are you really not able to find 10 people? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You can find 10 people. It's you that's stopping you from finding 10 people. Find them, put them in. What do our top guys do? Our top guys do around 70 a month. How are they managing to find 7 times the 10 I'm asking you to bring in? But I'm not a 1-star guy. I'm not. I'm at least a 2-star, but I'm probably a 3-star guy. What happens if we went and we did, nope, this is the one, 20. We do 20 people. So we know that at 2 people, nothing. 3 people, you're earning, you go rank 1. At 6 people, if you do it in your first 6 months, you get the 1,000 rand at this point, okay? But if we keep going, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20 people this month. If you do 20 people this month, instead of it being 5,000 rand bonus, it's now 10,000 rand bonus. 10,000 for 20 people. You've gone rank 1, you've got rank 2. That's 155 rand bonus on top of the 10. So you're earning 11,255 rand in your first month with us. So do you want the 1,000? Do you want the 5,000? Or do you want the 11,000? No, but I've got to find 20 people. Yeah, 20 people. That's the first 2 rows in here. In fact, it's less than the first 2 rows because there's 12 seats in each row. So it's a row and a half. Can you not find a row and a half of people in an entire month? See, people get fixated on the 5,000 rand. I think that that's a joke. If we're going to create economic change, we want at least 10 grand a month. We want at least 10 grand. But some of you are 3-star guys out there. We've got them. We know the 3-star guys. But maybe one of you is one of our new 3-star guys. Where you go, hang on, I can connect a person a day. Because that's all you got to do to be a 3-star guy. Is to connect one person a day. One connection a day every month. And all of a sudden, you're 20. See how small the 10 has become. Eh? You see how small and insignificant the 10 is? It's down there. He has 20 people. But if we do one a day and we put 30 people in, we get 15,000 rand. 15 plus 1,650 rands worth of recurring income, plus rank 2, 155. What are we looking at? About 1,800 there. Call it 16,800 bucks. Would that be nice to get next month? Middle of April, Easter weekend, 16,800 rand. Would that be nice? All you have to do is find 30 people. 30 people, it's 24 to there, so it's 2 of these rows and 6. That's not a lot of people. There's 50 in this room already. Can you not find 30 people this month and get them to pay? If you could bring to them a tool that will change their financial future forever. Not a soap, not a toiletry, not a milkshake or an energy drink or a tool that will change them economically forever. Can you not find 30 people that want that in South Africa? As we look at the crisis that we're in South Africa, do you think people don't want the solution? I think people want the solution. I think that most of the time we're just not brave enough to bring it to them. We have to be brave. We have to bring this tool to South Africans, despite their stigmas. They need it. We know they need it, so let's take it to them. And if you can do 30 people, you can be earning 16,000 bucks a month from us. It's 190,000 rand a year. From day one. What does 190,000 rand a year do for you right now? Are you on 190,000 rand a year right now? I don't think many of you are. Don't look so shocked. That was the idea of this tool. The idea was not to give you 1,000 rand a month. It was to change you economically forever. And in the meantime, you're building and building and building and building. These folk, of course, are not standing still either. In those 30 people, how many of those are going to go for 30 people? How many are going to go for 5 or 10 or 20? Your channel's growing. I'm showing you just your effort. If you've put 30 people in, you won't get 16,000. You'll get 20,000. Because others will have built underneath you, boosting your income even further. It's about how hard we're willing to work and whether we're brave enough to take this message to South Africans. Step 2 is what to say. This is not a complicated issue. People, again, are often afraid just to be normal. We don't have to do anything special here at DuePoint. We have to just connect with people. So our starting conversation is always our normal conversation with people. We want to start establishing what their need is. So you're standing in the queue. Geez, I hate standing in queues. That's a start to conversation. And you chat with them. I told the guys at the beginning of this year, the start of every conversation and the end of every conversation is DuePoint. Everything you do is an opportunity to connect to people at DuePoint. You look really good in those shoes. Where'd you get them from? You see, there's not like, I've got this Mauritius, that's right. Pumi showing off. Stop showing off, Pumi. People think that you've got to start the conversation with, look, I've got this business opportunity for you. How many of you would react positively to that opening sentence? No, it's not about that. It's about connecting to the need we have in South Africa. We've got a very real need in South Africa. And you go to them and you say, those are great shoes. Where did you get them from? I hate queues. Wouldn't you like to not stand in queues for a change? It's just simple stuff. You're such a positive person. Have you been working here long? It's an open to a conversation. How long have you been cycling, running, gymming, painting, singing? How long have you been doing it for? Open the conversation up with anything. Excuse me, you look familiar. Did I meet you here at DuePoint? That's a great one. That's Patrick, Pumi's husband's line. Walks into a parking lot and says, I've seen you before. And the guy's like, I've never seen you before. No, have you been to DuePoint? I'm seeing you at DuePoint. No, I don't know. What's DuePoint? Let me tell you about DuePoint. It's a great opening line. Okay. The prices of petrol is getting ridiculous. 15 petrol price increases in the last 24 months. 15. It's a great way to start a conversation in this country, I promise you. Understand then the need of the individual. So you open the conversation. The conversation is not then, I've got a business opportunity for you. The conversation is then understanding the person's need. What is the need? I wish I could be the boss of my own time. All of us don't have time. I mean, it was the reason you didn't want to join DuePoint in the first place, because you're too busy. I'm too busy for these things. Congratulations. That doesn't mean you're doing the right thing with your time. In fact, I know you're doing the wrong thing with your time, because it's not making you richer, it's keeping you in financial crisis, and it's sucking up all your time. So that any time somebody says, I wish I had more time, or I don't have time, bang, you understand the need. And you're now able to address that with the DuePoint system. I wish I could retire comfortably. There are no more retirements in South Africa. We will work until the day before we die. The day before we die, as Mike used to say, will be a working day. And we will then die and go into the box. In South Africa today, there are going to be no pensions. Why? Because they want to use the pensions now to bail out Eskom. That means that when you get to retirement, they'll say, the money's gone. They did it in Zimbabwe. They sucked up all the pensions, and then when the people went to them and said, where's my pension money? They said, oh, the money's gone and we don't know where. You can go and see, there's some articles written about it. It's going to happen here too. There is no retirement. So the moment somebody goes, I've only got a few more years and and I'm not going to be able to work anymore, you go, well, I've got the solution for you. Okay? I wish I could send my kids to a private school. I wish I could earn just a little bit more. I'm not making ends meet. I wish I could take my family on a holiday. I haven't been on a holiday for years. That's becoming a South African trend. We're not able to take holidays because we just don't have the money. I wish I could afford a new car. Some people, I wish I could afford a car. You know? I wish I could afford to help my parents. That's a reality. Families, particularly with black families, you're required to support your family. It's a cultural requirement. How do you do it if you're not earning any money? If you're not earning any money, you can't do it. So when the person goes, I've got all these people, I've got to help, but I don't have enough money, you go, I've got the solution for you. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no special conversation. It's the normal conversations. I'm terrified of being retrenched. Folks, we're all going to be retrenched. We're losing 600,000 jobs a year at the moment. 600, there's only 10 million people working. You minus 600,000 from that total, it's only a decade and there is no one working anymore. It is crazy what's going on out there. And so when people say, I'm worried about being retrenched, you come in and you say, I have the solution for you. Can I show you a business that can pay for all your petrol? I've got the business, I'll pay for your petrol. See, it doesn't have to be like this whole let me show you this thing, you quit your job and we're going to convert your garage into a distribution warehouse. No, it's not any of that. It's like, I've got something that'll cover the cost of that expenditure you can't make. I've got something that'll cover the cost of your petrol. Come, let me show you. Can I show you a business that could pay for all your groceries? Can I show you a business that could put your kids through private school? Can I show you a business that could put your kids through university? You know, the issues. Can I show you a business that could make your retirement much better? I've got something that can get you some retirement. Can I show you a business that could fund your startup? People want to start businesses but don't have the capital. We have the ability. We've had people at DuePoint who've said, I'm using DuePoint to fund the business I want to do. Okay? Because it's recurring income, they can do that. Can I show you a business that could take you overseas every year? Rank 9, man. You get to go away with this, and it doesn't cost you a single cent. That's what this business offers you. Can I show you a business that could buy you a car in cash? Rank 11. Here's your car. People need this, guys. You need this. And you can go, but I don't want to do this. And I go, that's great. Then you stay poor. Because you can't tell me what you're going to do that will create wealth for you that's not this. What is it? What is the other thing? If you go, I'm not going to do this, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? We don't have options anymore in South Africa. We don't have them. We do not have that luxury. All we ask you to do is talk to people and then connect them through our technology. That's all we're asking you to do. Why would you not want to do that? No, because I might be embarrassed. You're more worried about being embarrassed than impoverished? What's more embarrassing? Telling your kids you can't send them to university? Telling your kids you can't buy them a car when they get their license? Telling your kids you can't pay for their wedding? Telling your family you can't contribute towards the funeral? What's more embarrassing than asking a few people to connect to DuePoint? You see, what we do is we take all of those decisions and we hide them by sticking our heads in the sand in South Africa. We don't want to face those. And what happens in the meantime is we just get poorer and poorer and poorer and poorer. We have to pull our heads out of the sand and start saying, this is ridiculous. All I have to do to DuePoint is talk to people about this wealth creation tool. I'm doing that for sure, because look at the benefits. Look at the benefits if I do compared to anything else that I do here. Folks, you are going to receive objections. You are. Why? You objected to this business when it was first presented to you. You did. And if you did, everybody else would. So you cannot use that as an excuse to stop. You can't. It's ridiculous. Of course people are going to object to the business. They have no clue what we are. As I said in the beginning, you're going to be completely useless at explaining it to them. Naturally, because you don't even know what we are yet. This is your first day here. How are you going to handle all the objections? You can't. So we give you tools. You will find on the app, I'll show you a whole lot of videos where we teach you how to handle the objections, and we have other people from outside the business handle the objections of this business for us. But only time and practice will get you through the objections. You can talk to some of our guys that have been here a long time. They can handle any question you can throw at them, because they've been here a long time, doing it and doing it and doing it. But as the problem with South Africans are, we want to do quick. No, it's not working, I quit. I had a friend like that once. He was a very, very bright kid, still actually a friend of mine today. But he will still tell you, if I can't do it well the first time, I won't do it. Very successful, that, you know. How many people succeeded only because they did the thing they were good at? Nobody. You've got to learn to do the thing you're bad at if you want to succeed in this life. And that means you've got to put time in. Time in. And people will object to you. People will tell you it's a scam. People will tell you our products are rubbish. People will tell you we're here for 5 minutes and when we're gone. All of which are lies, but they'll tell you that. And you will choose in that moment to quit on everything you've seen or to keep going and keep going and keep going. People will sign up and not pay. People will sign up and cancel. And you will choose in those moments whether you're quitting on your dreams or you're going to keep pursuing them and keep pursuing them. These are things you've got to decide because it's the simplest thing in the world. Step 3, connect the tech. This is not Amway or Herbalife or Averish Lane or any one of those, which are all fully legitimate businesses, but that's not who we are, okay? We're not those businesses. We're a tech business, technology, okay? So we have to understand the tech. So what I want you to do for me is I want you to pull your phones out. Have you got your phones with you? Okay. Let's open up the DuePoint app on your phone. All right, get that app open in front of you. All right, good. At DuePoint, there's 3 ways of connecting people to us. 3 ways. The head office, which is where you guys are sitting, is just one of the 3 ways. This is just our studio. You do not need to come here. It might be very inconvenient for you to come to Bryanston. That's fine. You don't need to be here. This is just one way of connecting people. The second way, and the most important way, is our YouTube channel. Guys, if you don't use YouTube regularly, welcome to 2020. From this day forward, YouTube will be your friend. Okay? If you're not on YouTube, I don't know where you are. The whole world is on YouTube. Okay? You go to YouTube today. Download the app on your phone. Get into YouTube. All right? YouTube has all of our presentations, all of our training, all of our testimonies, all of our conferences, all of our everything is on YouTube. Go and find our channel, subscribe to it, follow it, be there all the time. It gives you, at the moment, about 1,000 introduction presentations. So that means that 24 hours a day, you just click play, and you've got our introduction presentation playing. Do you see why you don't need to be here? And you don't have to wait until I do a presentation. You've got me doing presentations every single minute of the day. Are you using it? If you want to create wealth quickly, you want to be connecting lots of people a day, not waiting for my presentations. You go to YouTube, you play the intro. You play the intro, okay? That's the first connection. See, and the third way is through our USB stick. Our USB stick, you can buy them here at the counter or from our store online. It's got the presentations on it. It means that if you have no internet where you are, you plug the USB stick into your TV and you play the presentation through your TV. No internet required, or through your computer. Okay, those are the 3 ways to connect people to us here. Here's our YouTube channel. For those of you who have not seen it, you see it's got the D in the black, the gold D in the black, and it says DuePoint channel. It starts with all of our live events at the top, and then you've got our latest ones that are recorded. You'll find under uploads today. After this, you'll find our intro and this presentation from today will be under uploads. And then if you scroll further down, you'll find everything about DuePoint. So go there and use it. All right, so let's open up our apps. So on the app here, you will see the opening page is always our notices. These notices are there to help you, to communicate with you. You can share them, use them, etc., etc. So please read them. Just push the back button at the top left-hand corner, and it'll take you to your dashboard. Your dashboard populates as you pay and your people pay. So if it's all noughts because you didn't pay. Okay? Get your payment in, and it'll start populating your dashboard for you. All right, on there, I want you to see at the bottom corner, so your first one is channel, that shows you this. The next button is events. This button is the one that shows you everything that's happening at DuePoint. Do you see there? It's loading on mine quickly. Let's load. Live demonstration. Okay, there's lots. Jane's got like the next 4 months loaded in, so that's why it's all takes a while to load. There it is. Great. Okay. You've got all of the items that are coming up. So people often say to me, when do you do these presentations? I go, click the events button in your app and you will know when we're live. It tells you the date, the time. You can watch it. You can attend. If we scroll down now, look, there's a red one on the 14th of March. What's the red one on the 14th of March? Durban Encounter. So remember I said book your tickets, they're free. You scroll down, you click attend. Attend will open up the ticket function. You put your guests in, you put yours in. If you put your guests' email addresses in, it'll send all of your guests an electronic ticket to the event. Do you see what's happening here? You can see 4 months ahead all the events that are happening here, which means you can marry your diary to our diary. If you do not remain engaged with us, you will fall away. The people will give you objections and you will lose your momentum. But if you stay engaged with us, you'll learn how to handle the objections, you'll remain motivated, you'll remember why you're doing this. Do you watch every day? Do you connect with us every week? This is how you're going to do it. Marry these events to your diary and make sure that you are engaged with us all the time, guys. If you don't plug into our system, it's so much harder. All right, now we go back to the dashboard by pushing the channel button to the left. Takes you back to your dashboard. And then we're going to push up at the top here your name. Do you see your name at the top there? Push your name. It brings up your profile picture, okay, and your profile details. This is you, okay? What we need is for you to take your photo. If you take your photo, we give you 1,000 XP immediately. And if everybody in your channel takes your photo, then all your functionality in the app will then have their photo in it so that as you click on people, you can see who they are. Sometimes it's a person you've never known, but you can see the picture and you can come to an event and go, hey, that's that guy. And you're able to connect with them. So everybody take your photo. Before you leave today, you want 1,000 XP because you want to rank up. Why? Because you want to come to Mauritius and get the car and all that jazz. This is the way you do it. So take your photo today in your app, head and shoulders, and let's get you that 1,000 XP straight away. Okay. Click the back arrow at the top. It takes you back to the dashboard. Okay. Right. Now at the bottom right-hand corner, you'll find the Tools button. You find the Tools button there. Remember I say to you in every introduction presentation, top left, menu button. You see the 3 lines? That's the menu button. Bottom right, Tools button. If you push that button, it takes you to Getting Started. You see there? Getting Started. Anyone here want to get started? Okay, good. So you want to do the Getting Started, do you not? All right, good. So if you want to understand everything there is to know about DuePoint and connecting people, you need to spend some time here. Guys, you're going to have to watch some videos. Videos take data. The moment I say it's going to take data, what do? You go, no, I'm not going to spend any of my data. Am I right? Okay. And then do you succeed at DuePoint? No. Do you get to go on the Mauritius holiday? No. Do you get the new car? No. Okay. Do you want to spend a little bit of data? All right, good. We're getting there slowly. Alternatively, find some free Wi-Fi. In South Africa today, there's free Wi-Fi everywhere. Go to all the shopping centers. Go to Wimpy. Go to Mug and Bean. Don't give me the data story. It drives me out of my mind. I also enjoy particularly when they say, send me the data so that I can watch your video. Do we want success or do we want to be poor the rest of our lives? Yeah, that's right. This afternoon, you're going to watch these videos. The top one is a launch workshop. You won't have to watch that one because you've just watched one right now. Okay? But for people that you add, if you say, look, you can't make Saturday, fine, watch the launch workshop right here. You've got it. For every one of these videos you watch, you're going to get 1,000 XP, guys. As you get XP, you rank up. Remember that. As you rank up, we give you the extra cash, etc., etc. Watch the videos. Okay. Then the next one is the mobile app. How this whole thing works. I give you 5 minutes. This is 90 minutes. This is the most powerful app in the country today. Go watch it. You'll know how to do everything. You'll know where to find everything, etc., etc. It's right there. Watch the mobile app. And then the next one down there is returns and rewards. How do I earn the returns? And the next video down, how do I earn the rewards? What's this reward story? The Mauritius, the cars. Let's learn. Here are the videos. I have not taught you about them. You will go and learn about them in these videos. And then I've got a message that demands to be heard. What do I say to people? What do I say? There's the video that teaches you how and what to say to people. Okay. Then if you go to the top again, if you scroll down to the top, you'll see there's a little arrow next to getting started. At the top it says getting started. It's a down arrow. Push the down arrow. And when you do, it gives you a whole lot of other menus. That's the rest of the training. As you progress with us over the months, watch the rest of the training. You'll learn everything. Under the basic series particularly, you get XP for the videos. You're going to find awesome stuff. Look here. Here's one here. First 30 days. Your first 30 days. What do I do in my first month? Here's a video. I'll tell you day by day. I'll tell you what to do in your first 30 days, okay? The next one down says, how do I get to rank 9? I'll teach you how to get to rank 9. What happens to rank 9? A holiday. You guys have forgotten already. Like everyone looks at me. I don't know. I forgot. It's too much pressure. I'm panicking. It's Mauritius at rank 9, okay? Then a little further down, social media. Those of you who want to know how to use social media, we've got a training video on social media. Then we've got here, fundamentals of channel building, truth and lies. All the lies you're going to tell yourself and others are going to tell yourself and what the truth is. That's my favorite one. And then a little bit further down, 0 to hero. How do I get the car? How do I get the car? Training video. No data. It's going to cost me 100 Rand in data. Would you like the car or would you like 100 Rand of data? This is 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's get plugged in. Okay, awesome. When you click the little watch button at the bottom of each little video, it does it for you. Okay, getting started, there's your watch buttons at the bottom. You'll get XP. It'll change color when you get the XP for it, and it'll record it on your dashboard for you. All right, now, we want to show people this business. We're walking around, we're talking to people, we have our phones with us. Under the tools button, where the getting started was, you know there, you are now going to swipe across. When you swipe across, up comes 2 introduction presentations. So you click play at the bottom, turn your phone sideways, and you can play the introduction presentation to people. You want testimonies? Slide up further, and we give you 2 Tell-All Tuesdays at the bottom with testimonies on. That you can hear other people so that you can show people the power of this business. You have in your app, under the tools button, where did you get it? You went to getting started, you swiped sideways, and you've got 2 introduction presentations. You can swipe sideways again and find even more cool stuff, like a calendar for your first 30 days and a calendar for your first 6 months that you can download, print, stick on your fridge door. I told you, this app is insane. The stuff hidden in this app is crazy. Watch the training video. Alrighty, then next to there you've got the connect button. So we've done channel, that's your dashboard. We've done events, that's the list of events. We've done tools, which is the training and the introductions. We're now going to click the connect button. You see it says connect? Under connect, you're going to be able to insert prospects and applications. A prospect is someone you'd like to talk to. You've got a full prospect manager in here. Watch the training video. And then when you want to connect them to us, so a prospect is someone you want to talk to. A new application is someone who wants to sign up. I want in. You click the new application button at the top there. It takes you to the application form. You fill the form out and you're good. Now, folks, in the app, you won't have to put your W number in. Sometimes people go, no, it doesn't ask for my W number. No, it knows who you are because it's in the app. However, if you go to our website, it doesn't know who you are. So in our website, when you click the join button or the apply button, it's going to ask you for your W number so that it knows who you are, so it knows who to link the person to. Okay? So on our website, you put the W number in. On our app, you just go straight in, fill the guy's details out, and it links it directly to you. All right. Fantastic. Folks, that's what you've got to do to succeed here at DuePoint. That's it. Understand how to earn, understand what to say, and understand the technology. But folks, if you're going to do this over time, you can't do it alone. You can't leave this building and never watch another presentation, never get engaged with any of our events. We run a couple of really important events every month. One is our Tell-All Tuesday. You missed it. It was last week. It doesn't matter. We'll do it again next month. Okay? That is our most important event of the month. Even if your flippin' dad dies, you delay the funeral by a day. You make sure you come to tell. I'm not joking. Pumi, you know I'm not joking. You delay it. Tell-All Tuesday is the single most important event. You know what it'll do for you? It will reinvigorate you. Every month, it'll put the fire back in your belly to get out there and do the work that's required. The second one is our development seminars. We run those every 2 months. They are incredibly powerful in teaching you how to do this business and getting you motivated. Then we run presentations Tuesday through Saturday every week. Those are opportunities for you to connect in, get motivated, connect people. If you're not doing these things, if you're not watching, you're not plugged in, you're not doing the training, and you're not engaged, you'll fade. You'll fade away. These are not onerous tasks, guys. One of the ladies that we had here on this last week, Tuesday, when we had Tell-All Tuesday, she said, I've got the cleanest house in my suburb. And I said, why? She says, because I clean the house while watching you. Every day I tune in live, I have my cell phone connected to the top of the vacuum cleaner, and I'm watching you while I'm cleaning my house, and I love it. every day she's connecting into us so she stays motivated, and as a result she ends up on our stage making money, changing her life because she's plugged in. If you unplug yourself from the system, you will go cold. People will convince you. In their ignorance, they will convince you to continue being poor. Remember, that's all they're doing. The moment somebody says to you, I don't want to do this business and you shouldn't be doing it, they're convincing you to continue being poor. You need put that in your heads. The moment someone says, this is rubbish, stop doing it, they're asking you to continue to be poor. Because they're not presenting you with an alternative solution. They're not. What is the alternative? In 1 month, what are you going to do in this month? Are you going for the 1,000 rand? 5 people? Are you going for the 5,000 rand? 10 people? That's less than 1 row. You're going for the 10,000 rand? It's only a row and a half. Or are you going for the 15,000 rand? If it was me, I know what I'd be going for. I know what I'd be going for. And to hell what people think. They're not going to give me the 15,000 rand. DuePoint is. Guys, good luck. Have fun. And I look forward to seeing you succeed. We'll be live again on Tuesday night. Thank you very much, guys.